Hi, welcome to Jade Kind Gaming. My name is Adam. Here with the 47th session of the Underland Dungeons and Dragons campaign. We have Austin as Erich.
There you go.
Yeah, the thing is, it was your name that I was having trouble with, not your characters.
Well, one of us is much more memorable than the other.
True.
Bill.
Ryan as Henwick, Bob as Kalidan, and Nick as Jimmy. Last time they fought an astral dragon, continued through the astral plane, took a stop through to the surface of the material plane.
Got a dinosaur.
Fought a dragon.
Erich, I think the word I used was angered a dragon.
Fought a dragon.
And
Initiative roll, damage was dealt. That's a fight.
He bopped him on the nose and disappeared.
Yeah. I touched that dragon.
and Kalidan smashed the T-Rex.
Much more successfully than some people fought a dragon.
We have the proof.
Back through the astral sea, they found a ruby portal and went to hell.
Yeah, we just got in hell.
And I'm disappointed.
Yeah. You found yourselves near a river of blood, trying to decide a direction to travel in search of the river Styx. So here you
Well,
are.
we should probably face forward and then turn left.
Sounds like a good choice.
So you're here. The skies have sort of this blood red hue. Occasional balls of fire you see flying, mostly in the distance, from somewhere above the sky in general. In sort of a region of broken foothills,
But we got a river.
mountains off to the distance.
And we got a river of blood.
Yes.
And do we want to construct like a black metal castle here with like the souls of the screaming dead?
No, we have
Weren't you
things
the
to
one
do.
who really wanted to go to the celestial plane like 2 minutes ago? I want to live here forever with the black metal castle and just rock out. Yeah.
This wasn't the campaign I had in mind.
Just invite
Ryan
G.G.
just-
Allen.
Excellent.
That's pretty brutal.
Don't you have a fiancé to get back to?
No, all this trap for this moment so he can have his metal campaign.
Yes.
Yeah, his plans are unveiled. You remembered the whole time.
Keikaku indeed.
Hey man, fire rains from the sky on this particular plane.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
So we follow it because everything's a guess. I say go down, follow the blood river downriver, and hope it connects with other rivers and bodies of water that will eventually lead us to the river Styx.
mm-hmm.
Is downriver to the left?
We can check the flow.
Depending on which way you're facing.
Yeah, depending on which way you're facing.
Well, it depends on which side of the river you're on. If you're looking towards the river, it's downriver or left.
Depends on.
You're facing the river. Which way is left? Is it upriver or downriver?
It's downriver.
Yeah, we're going downriver.
I felt like we teleported to the other side of the river to make sure we stayed on plot.
No, now you're going the wrong way. It's clearly upriver is where you get.
No, what they did is they teleported this portion of hell to Australia, where up is down.
Yeah.
We just need to find
Well,
some.
in fact, I mean, it is quite hot here.
The water goes up hills in Australia, I'm sure.
We need to find some diabolic bullfrogs.
We actually don't. We have things to do.
They're not around, I
We're
hear
not
them.
here shopping
Yeah.
for whatever stupid thing you want.
Start putting downriver.
So,
Should we sail on a boat?
Yeah, we can just hop on the boat.
Yeah, go.
The blood's not poison or anything. I've tested it already.
Flip, flip, flip.
it will mess up your boat. will dirty up your boat.
I was like,
I mean-
I'm gonna mess it up. It's
And-
dirty.
And for one thing, I'm bringing your boat to hell. I did not expect to have a great ROI on this boat. Also, it's a boat. It's a bit of
come
money.
on, we just had that detail.
It's covered in blood.
Yep.
No, we just need to take this boat, after it's covered in blood, back to the regular waters and show it off to people.
Return it to the store.
No, what we need to do is we need to go to the dwarf place where they're doing the shark thing and just put the boat in the water. Start hucking sharks out of the water onto the beach.
As they come up for the
As they
blood.
come up for the blood in the boat.
You're terrible.
No, that's a plan.
Yeah, it is. That's why I said you're terrible.
They feasted for a week and then starved next month because all the sharks were gone.
Alright.
There's nowhere to hide from the orcas.
They could try it on land. That's where I hide from orcas.
Land sharks.
I'm just saying, I've been hiding from orcas for years and never found me.
It's awesome.
Aren't those bullets or bones?
What?
Land sharks.
Yeah, the land sharks. He's talking about the ones that swim through sand and stuff.
Yes. The very specifically D&D land sharks.
Oh, we're talking about real life. I'm hiding from orcas. So
Oh, okay.
why are you not making any sense?
I thought
You seem like a crazy person right now.
I felt it was pertinent to the game.
No, don't tell the land sharks about bullets. Then they'll... Don't tell the orcas about the land sharks that are bullets, because then they'll load.
Land orcas.
Yeah, we don't need no land orcas or orcas with underwater machine guns, both of which are bad.
We need to figure out how
So
to...
Kanan steps aboard the ship and invites you on.
Good. This is time for me to be doing research to figure out what's going to be
By the way,
required.
what are your ship
Wait,
operations?
here's a better question. Why did she invite us onto our ship?
Did you contract her to pilot the ship?
Yeah.
Oh, did we? I thought it was to lead us through there. I didn't say anything
If-
about
if-
it being her ship that she gets to invite.
But she's
us
the
on.
one that is guiding.
It's still rude to invite someone on.
If she invites you on, you actually have protections while aboard the
If
ship.
you were like, "Hey, I'm driving. I need you to drive my car because you know the way to go." I'm like, "Oh, you're allowed to get in now." It's like you always were allowed to. It's your car.
Kalidan face down.
Okay,
in the rock.
you get it on your own. Everyone else has the magical protections while on board the ship. She apologizes.
I didn't say anything to her.
It's just,
You just said you were talking to Stone the whole time.
Rocky, I don't like this person. They're rude.
Not even her goddamn boat. Just over there muttering and giant.
Alright, time to figure out what exactly I'm going to need to be able to plane shift to this plane.
Apparently, no sense of decorum. Fighting people into other people's property. Did you have to get into character to read the description? Because you just got into character, then went back to reading the description.
I'm trying to figure out our options here.
We're sailing.
What's the boat that will fit us all and also fit on the river, but is the smallest boat?
That's exactly where I'm going at because
How big is
the
the
boat
river?
river is about 15-ish feet.
Did you mean
wide.
stream?
15 feet wide is not a stream, you psycho.
I don't know. I live next to the Mississippi and the Missouri. 15 feet sounds like a stream. Maybe a creek. A big creek.
It's most certainly not a creek.
No, it's a river. It's a much smaller river than those. Those are the kind of size that the Styx would be. This is definitely a smaller river, but it's still notably a river.
To be clear, I legit, when I was younger, did not know that rivers came in sizes smaller than the Mississippi and the Missouri. I didn't know. I thought everyone was crazy when playing Oregon Trail. And they're like, just ford the river. And I'm like, you are dead. What magical wagon survives fording a river?
Not that river, no. You're good point.
But then it turns out, no, rivers are sometimes small. And I'm like, aren't those just creeks? They're like, no, it's a different thing. I'm like, I don't think so.
So you basically, because there's one that's 24 foot long and 8 feet wide, which
That
doesn't
fits.
quite.
That fits.
No.
15 feet wide.
No.
It's a 15-foot wide
Huh?
river.
No.
Wouldn't this be Qualash's collapsible
That,
riverboat?
that boat's almost half the size of the river.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this
Why
is...
can't it fit?
The one
collapsible
below it
river
is
boat.
easily would fit 10 feet long, 4 feet wide, but that one can hold up to 4 medium creatures comfortably.
Well, the rest of us will ride on our brooms.
So why can't,
Okay,
the,
then
boat,
yeah, do that one.
why can't the boat fit?
Or would it just
It's
be
literally
nuts to
half the
butts?
size of the river.
Because of the way a river forms,
This
the
is a river
bottoms...
of blood. I doubt it's natural.
Well, I mean, I'm sure the flow would do relatively close to the same thing, but the bigger issue
How
is
fast
that
flowing
you're
is this
assuming that the boat is ocean-faring boat as opposed to a
6 feet
river-faring
deep.
boat.
Yeah.
6 feet deep, but it's a 15-foot... That would be a really
Yeah, but
shallow
what's
if
the
it
draft?
wasn't at least 12 feet deep on the... at the bottom.
Can our foldable boat be a canard?
No,
A
no.
longboat. Viking longboat.
A canard.
Well,
Okay.
Because then it'd have an extremely,
I'll
shallow,
allow
Either way,
it.
we're flying on
an
brooms.
extremely shallow draft.
Or are we not going to get the protections if we're not on the same vehicle?
I mean, the bigger instance is the amount of time you're going.
Is the boat faster than the brooms?
Oh, I doubt it.
Can we tie the brooms to the boat?
I just mean as far as the amount of time that you're traveling.
well,
It
Luckily,
doesn't matter,
the
we're
bro-
just going to fast travel.
and luckily the brooms, unlike most of the other flying options, don't have timers on them.
Okay. Anyways, so you make your way down river.
I attempt to research the planar properties of hell.
You're just observing the area around you.
I'm trying to figure out what I'll need to do in order to plane shift back here. So I'll get my tuning forks and magical equipment.
Is
out.
someone else flying your broom?
Me.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can have Jimmy do it.
Well, we usually share a broom because we're the lightest.
Yep.
I guess I'm in the boat.
Make an Arcana check.
I'm at 28.
Yeah, just to keep everyone faster, I say Bob's in the boat and we have the Duergar on the broom. Probably, I don't know. Or one of the
Yeah,
gifts.
Duergar can also be on the boat.
Yeah, you're able to get enough of a concept for the sequence, but there's no real way to capture it without having the fork basically in a near made state where you're actually tuning it to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did I figure out what material properties?
You have some idea, but not exactly. There would be materials that you believe are native to the plane within some of the mountains here. So you would need some source of a native metal, whether from there or whether directly from the veins, or whether you get things that are used here, made from the metals locally.
I inform people that I will need a source of natural metal from this plane in order to be able to build a key to it.
Well, hopefully this is a one-time trip.
No, that's too bad. I need it.
He bothered to get here.
In case people ever need to come back here in order to rescue somebody or for some sort of experiment, I'll need to be able to create a key in order to get here.
But, so after only about, say, 16 hours, as you're paying more attention and carefully observing, trying to figure out things within the area around you, there are the lights in the sky, the balls of fire that fly through the air, and they're generally orangish against the red, and moving. But you notice a solitary star, sort of a white glow, some distance off, somewhat ahead and to the right, or above.
Is it moving?
You didn't notice it, I'm sorry. Henwick noticed.
Are there any fish in this river of blood?
Nothing that you've seen.
$16
On
perception.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily seem that there's space, so you have the idea that it is closer than a traditional star, but
What's
it's
space?
just a glowing point off in the distance. White light, different than the other.
No, much worse. 16 on Arcana check for feature of the plane. Knowledge of it.
Nothing that you're familiar with it.
Second.
You haven't seen any fish. You've also not been under the blood, so
Well, I figure it'd be hard to see down there.
likely.
Do we see any people?
None anywhere close. No.
Not even on like distant shores?
You make a perception check.
15.
20.
Point. At some point, you can see sort of a mobile sort of militant enforcement off somewhere to your left, a great distance, sort of marching across the fields, the lands.
We can't tell. It was kind of a lonely place down here. Not a lot of people.
We're not.
Say who?
Can't. I promise to tell stories, right?
Yeah. It's better that way. When there are more around, will be far less pleasant.
We're not in the populated area.
Apparently not.
But yet, still not out in sticks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, come on, I don't get it.
I don't get it.
That was a good one.
It was a pun.
I don't understand.
We're not out in the boonies.
One would use the phrase "in the sticks" to mean out in the boonies, out in nowhere. But also, Styx is the name of the river that you're trying to be in, and you're not there.
He likes that.
You get it now?
Oh, I got it before. I just want to make sure.
Liar!
He just likes you explaining it.
I was so happy I came up with that in my head. It's like, oh yeah, let's say that. That's going to be great.
And you were right.
But yeah, so we will have to go and find the entrance to the Iron City.
Do you mention that star to any of us, or just like, that's a thing?
Oh no, I'll point it out to people.
Anyone else have comments on star?
From the
It's
group?
a shape.
Well, I figured Canon most likely to have it if there's any information, but
No one seems to know enough to think that it's something that is common here. There are no other stars
yeah.
that you've seen.
Does it move?
Not right now.
So keep going down river then. It's like that is an interesting thing. If we weren't on a not schedule, but mission, we might explore that randomly for no apparent reason.
Mm. So as we move, I'll go ahead and keep track of it
Okay.
and see if I can. I want to be able to tell whether or not I notice any telltale signs or kind of changes as we move from one vantage to another.
And I guess I will. What is the plan for resting?
You generally sleep.
We will find caves if there's mountains.
There aren't, but that's away from the river.
Hmm.
Probably at least a couple hour
Oh,
to get to the.
a couple hours? Yeah, we could go a couple hours to go to the mountains.
Or we could just set up a bubble and do the bunk bed thing again.
Or we could go to the mountains.
Look for you some metal? No.
You are also confident there are other sources of metal. You're also trying to get To a distant layer of hell, you will travel through multiple layers. You're not necessarily at a point where you think, I have to get it right now, or I won't get it while I'm here.
Mm-hmm. But the mountains might also be safer to hunker down than a waterway.
Well, we aren't going to stop in the waterway. We're going to pull onto shore and bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's a couple hours between mountains?
A couple hours. And a needless trip. We have an impenetrable bubble.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. The trek doesn't seem that big of a deal. If,
Couple hours both ways. It's
And we won't be on the river, and people would be walking.
suckers.
We can't broom all of them there.
Suckers.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go ahead and have to tell Cannon. You might want to invest in a broom with the money that you're getting.
Because they're super useful.
Yeah.
But anyways, we'll vote bubble.
Mm-hmm.
And convince Orion's non-charismatic, but, that is the best idea.
We don't need the bubble for it all. We just be on the river. Enjoy the scenery.
You're harder to convince, but, it's like, you gotta have rest so you can, do stuff
Can't you
tomorrow.
bubble on the boat?
No.
You
it's a
hear
movie.
these guys? They don't even see whether or not there's interesting characters living out in those mountains that might be protecting them.
No, you're not charismatic to figure this out. It was bullshit.
No, not all of us are allowed to manipulate Erich. I've taken that role. He's mine now.
He's writing your book.
Well, there probably are people out in those mountains. Asmodeus is down that way.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to meet the King of Hell.
Cannon, is there any way for us to somehow send a message to somebody who would be able to set up a meeting between Asmodeus and Tiamat so we can have them both in one location?
Yeah, that's not a terrible fucking idea.
Send Asmodeus a letter, sign
No.
something. Send him a letter, say,
Her real answer is, I don't know. But she's not giving that answer. She's telling you no.
nope. Just send him a letter that says, I've got your daughter, signed Tiamat.
Mm-hmm. And Asmodeus, I've got your treasure, signed Asmodeus. What, I'm missing some?
Nah, you'd send Tiamat a message, I've got your white head.
Yeah, but I lured it away with a coloring book.
He was the one watching the treasure. Damn it, Whitehead.
Why did you do that? Never let the white one watch the treasure. He's so dumb.
So what do you do?
Take a nap.
So, off to the shore,
Mm-hmm.
river, and box. Okay.
Well, does Cannon sleep? Well, I guess, yeah, she goes to bed, right? Well, I can pilot the boat while they're all sleeping. We can do shifts.
I don't think the bubble moves.
And I don't trust you to pilot it.
We put the bubble on the boat. The boat's got a deck.
Yeah, the boat's got a deck.
Bubble on the boat. Boat moves.
We just have to do.
I mean, you don't pull over ships at sea every time.
When we
you
put
need
the
a
bubble
sleeping
down,
bag.
we don't suddenly shoot off into space at a bajillion miles an hour with the orbit. We stay on the ground.
To where we're anchored, essentially.
Yeah, so I think if the boat's big enough to hold the bubble moves the boat.
Bringing relative physics into this. Well, technically
just
you're
saying,
always moving.
It's like, what I'm talking about. My way is already provably right. Because we don't just shoot off into the abyss when we put the bubble down.
Mm-hmm.
I like
From
that.
now on, you do.
I also like that it's
Wait,
physically
what's the name of the spell?
indestructible.
Wayman's tiny hut.
Demons.
No, that's when you start dropping them in front of people and just using those cannonballs.
Yeah, wait. We can start using the rotation of the planet as a weapon.
We will break everything.
The planet does not rotate.
Take that,
The
Mark.
planet doesn't rotate. No, this is that other system where everything rotates around you. That planet is static.
Hey, man, we're trying to live.
With a 10-foot radius immobile dome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the dome itself doesn't move.
It does not bring up general relativity or any sort of planetary rotation within the text of the spell.
You really need yawn here.
Yeah, as I'm saying, it makes perfect sense. If the boat's big enough.
Yeah. If it wouldn't be able to fit it, I'd say the.
Well, the boat's like 4 feet wide.
So then it'd be too small, right?
Unless the bubble just hangs out and...
It's got a floor, but you pass through it, so you'd fall off.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I specifically disallowed you from being in the bubble when I cast it, then you could sleep on top of it.
But it's still a sphere.
Hemisphere, but yeah.
It's a bubble. It's like the beads that we used to use in the game.
Yeah.
Those are the glass beads.
It's like Mancala beads.
Yeah.
I just assumed it was a full sphere.
Nope.
I miss those.
It's got a floor.
I know you do.
I like them.
Yeah, I know.
I don't like these. I don't like that they stand up.
Yeah, it's gonna get worse.
I'm not happy about it.
I know.
You just wait when I run a game, see if I don't buy a bunch of beads.
I still own them. I didn't get rid of them.
They're right here.
Then why are we using them? Obviously superior beads.
These are pretty.
No, the beads are pretty. These are dumb.
And expensive.
Face is dumb.
That doesn't mean I'm wrong.
I like my skeleton dudes.
Yeah.
Ryan, would you not help him? Not to, rain on your parade or whatever, but...
So, does it move with the boat?
Right?
If not, we go on shore.
Well, if the
I don't like that it's with its space up to 9 creatures can fit within it, and it doesn't feel that much bigger than the boat's space, which says that only 4 can comfortably fit within it.
So you're saying the boat's wrong.
Well, we're also using vertical space in the bubble with the flying brooms.
No.
We did before.
But that is not assume 9 creatures fit within the bubble does not assume that the players have brooms. That's just the spell's description.
Oh, the spell says that. Oh, I
You
didn't.
stack them in like cordwood.
It's like how you store old men for the winter.
I just have to assume you're. You know.
Yeah, you can go with it. We'll let it keep going.
I don't think the time savings worth deliberating too much about.
And yeah, I'll sail the boat while you guys sleep. That'll be the shift.
Yeah, but not all of us can actually fit in the boat is the other problem.
Apparently you can.
Oh.
If anything happens where you need to do combat or be readily available for any of that, you're pretty much all at disadvantage. You are fitting by basically laying and cuddling around each other.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, based on that, and that was the reason I had to deliberate for so long, is deciding how is this same general amount of space function both of these ways.
Just get real friendly.
I guess I sleep in Kalidan's lap.
Don't you
Oh, yeah.
I'm little.
Remember, I'm actually trained in sailing boats. It's a skill I have.
I forgot that you were actually not completely useless.
Yeah,
I am an actual sailor.
He's a sailor. That's his background.
I have proficiency in watercraft.
It's how Canon knew him.
I can sail this boat. And everyone looks at me like, can you? Can's like, he can.
Everyone's like,
Wait,
I can sail this boat. I don't believe you.
am I able to make use of my background feature right now?
What is your background feature?
The ability to tell where law enforcement and criminals hang out?
They hang out here.
One of them is...
There's law enforcement on one side.
Yeah,
I used
law
to be a
enforcement is
guard.
kind of in the...
Yeah, I used to be a guard. I'm right here.
And then we have...
Your legal senses are going off, man.
Ding, ding, ding.
I'm not in the city. I can't make this boat go twice as fast. Now, if we were in Venice, Rochester will rock around there.
Don't worry, there's cities in hell. You can get us double time through those. You know the back ways.
You've never been here before. All cities are basically laid out the same.
Yeah, more or less.
That's what happened to my pet rat. I come and he whispers stuff into my ears and tells me how to get to cities, but I never have him on me.
Yeah, we'll make that it's not particularly fast, not particularly difficult.
If we get
Intelligence based.
For what?
That's him. Just him. He's piloting the boat.
Oh. I moved your dice.
Yes, I don't know what it was.
Here, roll it again.
But I'm pretty sure it was low.
I think it was like 8.
I wasn't
6 or
paying
8.
attention to what it was either.
It was probably 30.
Well, I'll take the 8 because I want the higher number, but I don't want to cheat. Instead of the 6. Which gives me a 14.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Yeah, don't have to brag about it.
So probably get a bit of rest till Cannon needs to, and you'll kind of switch off during that. And so now it's basically you two trading off for a while. About another, say, 20-ish hours later.
Is the bubble soundproof?
No.
You are not in the bubble during the time that you are actually piloting the boat. You're kind of sitting out front from it.
You can sit on top.
No, you can't.
Oh, he's still within the...
Because, you basically have to have everyone within it while you cast it, or they cannot get it in it at all. So, yes.
Yeah, he's still on it.
Yeah, someone that... for someone to sit on it, they have to not be able to access it.
Okay.
But during that time, you will see a number of forces, some on march, some areas that are basically, say, you see an area with a big obsidian pillar and sort of just a standing force around it. At one point, you end up with one of the balls of fire landing probably not more than 40 feet away from you, and causing a big eruption of stone. You notice that the light is kind of... It's moving to the extent of as you move. It's not that far away. It's over several hours. You can kind of perceive that it's relative to your position, it is slightly shifting.
I point at the people. I think that's a beacon of somebody important here.
Are you suggesting we go check it out?
We could. Might be dangerous.
Well, I mean, you don't have to convince me.
Yeah.
But it's also not on task.
Well, we're kind of wandering.
Yeah, you are kind of wandering.
We could ask for directions.
Just pull in somewheres and ask directions.
Yeah, ask for a cup of sugar while we're at it. All neighbors here.
Oh, also, Jimmy, come up with some sort of fabrication of you knowing something special about killing demons or something.
That's not my thing. That's his thing.
No. Well, you can help him, but make up lies. You might need them.
I'm not very good at lying.
Well, tell them actual true story things of how to defeat demons. That'd be
I've
good
got
enough.
a few of those. But I mean, really, there's not really a trick to it. They're just like tougher people.
Well, tell a very special story about something that you did that they'd be impressed with.
3 dead griffins falling will kill a demon.
Okay.
Like on top of them,
Yeah.
or oh.
Yeah.
Why were they dead?
They got hit with a lightning bolt, which was most certainly completely unrelated to me.
Especially since we've known you since you've obtained that spell. And I do not remember an exact time when you were able to lightning bolt 3
obtained
griffins.
that
This time, he obtained that spell.
Yeah, this time.
This time. How do you think I picked my spells so fast? It's not my first time picking spells. I've been around the block a time or two.
So yeah, I guess 2 people's like, let's go check out Beacon. Maybe that'll get us 2 sticks. Does anyone disagree?
I mean,
How far away is it?
a great distance.
I'm proficient
But
in
not that
Navigator's
far
tool.
away.
How far away is it? It now moves on
Make
measure.
a wisdom. Do you have Navigator's tool?
I have a compass.
He does have a compass.
You have a compass that isn't pointing anywhere right now.
So I can't use it?
No.
Then no, I don't have any actual tools.
So it's going to be.
Yeah, I don't have any actual tools.
Probably an advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do disadvantage, navigator tool,
Inspiration.
intelligence.
It's going to be the 13
Needed D6.
plus wisdom.
Sure. Makes more sense.
Well, 13 plus 5, 18, and a D6. 20.
It's like,
You're able to say, probably going to take you at least 10 hours. How fast are your brooms?
50 feet.
50 feet. Probably going to take you at least
they're
8
like
hours to get
40
there.
feet because we're heavy.
Oh,
heavy.
shit, I was thinking, I thought you meant because it's like days or weeks away. Nah, it's like within a day? Yeah, let's just boogie. Oh, yeah, we'll make that in a day. Less than, probably.
So what do you do with those that are not going?
No,
Everyone's
we're all going.
It's a large part of that trip is up.
Oh. They can't fly?
And do we want to bust out a net and carry them?
Do they want to stay on the boat?
We have rope. We do have rope.
We can cram everybody who's not cannon into a hole.
I believe Giths still breathe.
Also,
we can open it.
how large of this large part of this journey is up?
What do you mean?
You said a large part of this journey is up. How large of the large part of the journey is up?
At that point, saying instead of being 20 hours further, you're another 16 hours there. So you've been here for 32-ish hours.
Okay, but how far? Whenever you say everyone can't go because a lot of that journey is up. How much of the journey is up? How much of it can they not travel?
Most of it.
Based on that time, you would start moving up from here.
So
You can extend your time by going out on the forward, so you just go straight up. But that would add another 4 or 5 hours.
Okay. How much of that can be shortened with 300-foot leaps due to rope of rod?
There is nowhere up to adhere that to.
So it's just non-existent?
It's a slope.
It's a floating city?
Oh,
No. There is a beacon of light up. There is nothing that it is on. It is just floating up in the sky.
We thought that was a solid object. We
I
were
didn't. I figured there was something. I figured that it's
Oh.
above something we're going
Yeah,
to. I didn't mean to fly to the giant blinding light.
No, I was same thing. Him.
I
It
figured
was
there's
just a
something
beacon
underneath of that.
was-
You
Oh, I
don't
thought-
see anything under it.
yeah. I figured it was a floating, glowing
well,
city
it
or
might,
something.
be like the Gorilla City where it's invisible.
Yeah, maybe. Invisible Gorilla City
But
is pretty
the,
common.
yeah, in that area, the only thing you see is this point of light.
okay. So we have 4 rooms,
2 or 3.
3.
3 rooms. You two, buddy.
Me and Jimmy does.
Yeah, and you and skeleton lady, buddy, and then there's 2.
3 more people.
Yes, 2 people who are not paying. And how far of a flight is it?
Like 10 hours?
Like 8 hours each way.
And there's okay, and it's just straight up.
Well, because the light's in the sky.
Because the light is in the sky, it is assuming the 8 hour estimate is assuming you start going up at the same rate that you're going forward.
Okay, so if we go forward till we're underneath it, we can go straight up and
add about 5 hours. Yes.
okay, but when we're underneath it, how far would it be straight up?
You'd have to then navigate from then.
No,
But
yeah,
this is a mathematical equation. If he can figure out the distance there, the distance down.
Are you proficient with algebra?
No, but he
I
did the
am.
navigation.
I can do the mathematics.
Like, how high up do you think that is? A couple miles, not more?
No, specifically, I'm smart enough to know how far away is. It's about 8 hours up.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just don't go there.
Well, yeah, because I thought it was over a thing.
I thought it was a glowing thing, not just a ball of light.
You cannot
Everyone-
discern from this distance quite what it is.
Everyone had different opinions, therefore it's clearly the DM's fault.
Yeah, DM did a terrible job describing it, seeing how no two people had
It's
the
far
same
away.
thought. No two
It's like a
people-
star.
No two people had
Well,
an understanding of what the heck it was. DM's fault.
We could have some of the NPCs walk on foot and then just take a leisurely pace.
Well,
on
then
the
we'll just
rooms.
keep a lookout. Next time we see some people in the distance, I'll go ask them.
So carrying on,
Yeah.
about 4 hours later, while you are navigating, Cannon is currently asleep, is when the stream widens and kind of opens up into a large lake of blood.
Now we can use the gigantic boat.
But if it's just...
And you do perceive the popping bubbles not too far from the shore. Just bubbles that kind of come from beneath and burst, just spread throughout much of this lake of blood.
So it's all throughout the lake is boiling?
Not right near the edges, but otherwise, yes.
Is it boiling, or are there monsters in it?
You're not positive.
Is
It's,
the blood hot?
I mean, right here it was warm when you touched it last.
Oh yeah, it was body temperature.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they were in hell.
Yeah, and it's definitely not like a rolling boil. It's nothing.
It's a simmer.
Yeah.
It's simmering.
Throw some onions in. Make us a
Make
nice
some
blood
black
stew.
sausage. Do some black sausage. It'd be
Let's be
great.
fair. Throwing some onions in might disturb the monsters, too, if they're in there and they just come up and start eating onions.
I don't have any.
Yeah, as you say, are you carrying onions?
I have some rations.
That would probably also work.
Not as funny.
But I'm not going to throw my rations into blood water.
You're a clever one.
I might need to eat those later, and they'd be less appetizing covered in blood.
Rations are notoriously.
There was a
worse.
time I probably would have loved that, but that time has passed.
It was a short-lived time. You guys spoiled that.
You guys didn't much
You
like me
spoiled
when I
that
was in my
so
blood.
fast.
I mean, really, think about the benefits you would have had right now.
Think about the free XP I get you with that fight with the dogs. I brought nothing but benefits to this party.
You brought nothing to this party.
But benefits.
No, I was happy where I stopped.
Well, I guess we anchor here and wait to see what Cannon thinks, because I don't know where we're going. Are there any people nearby?
Make a perception check.
Ha!
15.
20.
20? You don't see, like, direct people, but you do see on a distant shore sort of a line that, like a broken line that looks like it's some sort of city.
Oh, there you go. There's a city. Not a city?
I mean, it's distant, but yeah, I mean, it kind of has that idea. Looks like.
Cool. I'll go anchor on that shore.
So you sort of try and just skirt around the outside, or you do cut straight across?
Right through.
Okay.
Yeah. Fear nothing. I mean, this seems like a bad idea, but, I mean, adventure was getting a little stale anyway.
It's been like 3 days since we had a fight or saw something new. I'm going to sail straight through this obvious blood trap.
Yeah, the rest of you may make luck checks.
Not it.
No, all of you.
Just an idea of something. It's like, everyone's like, huh, what'll happen? It's like, well, yeah, this'll make just to hear me say it from the front, this'll make a good story.
10.
Make a good story.
17. Oh, wait. 30. No, wait.
30. Bam.
What?
47.
19.
Wait, no, wait.
0.
46.
Lovely.
He was going to have a 1, but he re-rolled his with gnome and or luck thing. I don't know.
Yes.
But, which is good. You are awake as he says,
This'll make a great story.
this will make a great story.
Or
And you
we
have
have
enough
afraid
passive
ourselves.
perception to notice that there is a light simmer of the blood in the middle of this lake.
I don't think this boat is graded for boiling lava.
It's magic.
The boat?
Yeah, it's magic.
I don't think it's graded for this.
I don't know.
You're voiding the warranty.
I start poking everybody awake.
Uh,
Or, wait, I can just make noise.
yeah, so we're all literally on top of each other. Some of us are laying on top of each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cannon kind of...
Can I see the DMG for a second?
Yeah.
Cannon's like, no, it's mine.
Yeah. Comes up and she'll kind of steer back towards the coast.
Well, my left was shorter. Would have been faster.
Either that's excessively hot, or there are things living in it that we don't want to disturb.
Well, the bubbles were everywhere, even on the shore.
No, they're
No, I said not near the shore.
Oh, I thought you said near the shore. So I figured it was everywhere. That's why I assumed boiling.
They're like, the bubbles are everywhere, even near the shore. She just looks over and goes,
You're like, well, I mean not there, but that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, you know, the other shore. The one with the bubbles on it.
The one in the middle.
Yeah, that shore. It's a shore with all that water.
it's like, I'm sorry, are you a sailor? I think I know what it's called.
Yeah.
You only know the middle of the sea. You're not great with that.
You're not so good with the edges.
I was a coastal pirate once. I don't know how I did.
But yeah, she'll sort of skirt along the outside, and you do at times, moving along, see further disturbances. Something almost creating a wave as it ripples underneath the surface and sending movement along, breaking up the edges from the deeper parts of this large lake.
How deep is the lake?
You don't know, you've not been to the bottom. Would you like to jump in?
Yet.
Stop asking him these things.
So much fun!
Do we have
Yeah.
some kind
I'm
of
not sure if I
somebody's-
have to rebox it and command word it back open to turn it into the bigger one.
Would you like
To
some
not
iron
risk
boots?
you guys falling out,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
No, I was going to
Or at the very least, you have to be off of it.
get some rope, tie away to the end, use it as a trawling line.
Wait, you were going to try to expand it in the middle of the
With
water.
all you guys standing on it.
I just thought it would fold out from underneath and become a bigger boat. And
But
it would
no.
still be on deck.
That's not how that works.
Well,
It
now I
might
know.
be how that works.
Huh? Yeah, it might be like leaflets that pop out or something.
Mhm. But I've been told no, that's not how it works, so I don't do that.
We'll say you played around with it enough, trying to figure out how to, during the time you were trying to figure out what to do with the river.
Like, we put this big boat in there, and that's too big. Well, make it fold down. Oh, you shouldn't be standing on that when it does that.
If I use tornado on the Lake of Blood, will it suck up the blood and make a blood tornado?
Blood NATO.
There's only one way to find out for sure.
That's true. That's true.
How about we just not waste our highest level spells and sail around the edge of this lake?
Well, I think that's it is my highest level.
Yes.
Tornado was pretty impressive.
Tornado of boiling blood.
Blood. And if you do that, then Ryan's going to want to build a black castle here again.
A floating black castle on the Lake of Blood.
So as you're skirting around to the right towards the city, you can kind of look off behind you, and you see not where it met and where you were, but you see your first real sign of active combat, as there are creatures engaging sort of in an open battle along the shoreline, sort of clashing, where there might have been a small force before, but you had not seen aggression when you were sort of closer to it. Almost as if something just sort of appeared from nowhere and oncoming forces moved in to defend.
Neat.
So are things attacking the city or just off in a field?
That's
you see two
yeah, that
armies?
is to the other side. As you're moving, you went to the right towards around the shore towards the city. It would have been if you'd gone to the left.
Ah.
Man, if only we had guns and turrets and whatnot.
I mean, cannons?
Just a mortar.
Mortars are fun. Super simple, super deadly.
I'm going to hit you from over here.
Way over here.
You're always
With what?
kind of
This
paying
pipe-
attention, very
pipe
aware
on
of
it.
what you're heading in towards, and you're certainly the first to acknowledge the city's not in a great shape. It very much seems to almost be the ruin of a city.
That's probably just how the devils decorate.
Well, the devil is in the details.
It's blackened stone. Looks like many buildings had roofs that temperature. It's excessively hot here.
Yes, that's why I have to wear this jacket.
Roofs were thatched in many areas at one point, but that's long since gone. And at least as you approach from the shore, it doesn't appear, at least all that, inhabited. You get a little closer, and as the rest of you are starting to notice those details, you also see this city sitting on the coast of this lake. Doesn't necessarily appear that it was built on the coast of a lake. There's not so much like docks stretching out into the lake or anything, so much as the city, which you now see is sort of like on a mound of earth or stone or whatever it may be at a slight angle, and a large section of the city seems to just disappear down into the city, into the lake itself. Just broken building that is just now down.
Like a big rock landed on it, made a hole, and blood filled it up later.
Like a city was picked up by the ground beneath it
Uh-huh.
and moved here and slammed down into the ground, partially flowing into this lake, partially up on a weird angle, sticking out from the ground, part of it sort of leveling out as it...
It's too bad we'll never figure out what happened.
Yes.
Maybe one day.
Nah.
So, explore the ruins real quick, see if we can find anyone to ask about the sticks, or just...
Yes, we should go and search the city for bits of metal.
I will also point, around the time you get... so you do continue moving up into, just basically into the ruins of the city. Like, and around the time you get to that is probably the closest you've got to that star. In which if you were to continue on the shore past this at all, you would now be moving where it is further. It's still quite a few hours out, but it is sort of off to the side.
Well, we've now successfully ran out of Riverend Lake. Star's next best guess. Can walk there.
So do you try to find basically a shoreline within the
Yeah.
outer walls of the city, which is easy to get within now that many of them are submerged?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll try to sneak.
Figure we just sail into the city and get off, walk through the city. If we come to another wall, fly over it.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and get people and come in through the Blood Lake way.
And what is your demeanor as you get out and go through the city? What is...
Tourists.
We're taking pictures.
Neat! That's what I expected from you, but okay.
Investigative is searching.
You're picking through the ruins. All of us are just walking, looking around, walking.
No, we're not seeing
Hold
anything.
on. Is this a city?
Do we move double speed?
It was. It's not currently.
Oh. The question is, do we move double speed through here? That's how lead us through the city.
1.5 speed.
Like triple speed then?
So, speed increases in a city are denoted by its inhabitants.
Question: how fast?
Quite specifically, the idea behind it is you know how to read around the more, crowded and populous area where your congestion is. You're not like magically, shortening the space. You are navigating through the environment of the city.
I'm pretty sure it's timey-wimey stuff.
Would he get faster if it was a mega city or we went to Sigil?
I'm pretty sure by that description, megacity, the more crowded it is and congested it is, the faster I would go. Or, theoretically, I'd still just be twice as fast, and it'd still just slow as balls because of how congested it is. I know the shorter cuts, but everyone does, so...
We'll have to take you to Sigil to find out what the extent of your orphan abilities are.
Thank God your parents left you. Otherwise, you
No
wouldn't
magic
have
ability with it. It is just literally he has to get the feel for the city first.
I feel like my orphan superpowers are kicking in.
Let's be fair. A lot of orphans have superpowers.
I only have the ability to clairvoyance cops and criminals.
I don't think I got any of that.
I don't know what your background is.
Me neither. I wonder what it is.
Probably like soldier or something.
It is soldier.
Yeah. You could go into, that one previous city we lived in and, bunk with the guards. That place you worked.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea behind it.
That is, of course, if they aren't super mad at him after, 8 months to a year that we've left it because we broke some random gnome out.
I kind of threw axes at people.
I don't think you hit people, though.
Yeah, people don't get mad when you throw axes at them, only if you hit them with axes.
Yeah.
You failed. They just make fun of you.
I shot arrows at some of the counselors. I feel like that my reception
You were
would
kind of
be
throwing a temper tantrum, weren't you?
grouchy at best.
Soldiers loyal to your former military organization recognize your authority and influence. Well, those level 1 guys aren't going to help.
Those level 1 guys wouldn't stop me anyway. As I recall, those level 1 guys were just like, I guess you get to do whatever you want now.
Let's choose that.
Because their level 1 was not as strong as my level 1. I think, wasn't the strongest guy in the village a level 2?
Yeah, level 2 cleric man.
What's the 2?
I'm just laughing about it.
Why? Because y'all are a little bit of powerful.
No, because that town's a fucking joke.
It seems like all the towns are.
I know, for the area being super dangerous and whatever, not a whole lot of corpses lying around.
I think your orphan powers is probably the best background feature of all of us.
Oh, of us, yeah. I personally like the outsiders.
Of people are interested in you.
No, not the folk here.
The far traveler?
Yeah, the outlander. Just, hey, you find food. None of this survival nonsense.
Oh, okay.
So,
We're in hell. It's a desolate,
So,
desert.
this all looks nice and neat and well put together because that's what this com set is originally designed for. But
it is more ruiny than
yeah,
that.
it's a lot more ruiny than this, but it's a general building layout for the streets that you are potentially, maybe, possibly going to be fighting amongst here in just a second.
Nah, I don't believe it. We wouldn't get into a fight.
Yeah, I know us. Sometimes we just don't. I mean, the enemy has to be really pissy and really want that fight.
Which is why we got designations of angry eyebrows sometimes.
It's like, no, you're not allowed to skip it because the puppies are cute or whatever. Vic.
He was doing the best thing he could in character not to fight us. But that's totally the thing he would have been doing in character if he was on the other side.
I mean, I don't see why I've got to fight you. You're my friends. I mean, her wanting you dead, that's just, you know how ladies be. If you could do me a solid and just die real quick.
That'd be great.
Ooh, I tried. Can't say I didn't try.
Like, oh, come on, I tried super duper hard.
I'm just thinking about Mr. Dwarf in prison. You can't kill me, you need me. Yeah, right.
It's like, oh, sweet child. That's not how
You didn't
this
get
works.
this information from him.
No, he took that to the grave.
And
So,
that poor captain face
y'all
so
are-
hard it became a mode of transportation.
Marching your way through.
It's the ground, right? We're not, like, we're not going through the
Yeah,
rivers of
Jimmy.
blood anymore?
No, yeah, this is at the point where you've
Jimmy never learned
gotten to the
anything, wants
shore,
to go
you've-
first.
Okay.
put yourself.
Well, I
These,
figure
these buildings have no roofs?
They do.
I thought they had no roofs.
I mean, some of them do. Some of them have broken up parts of
Does
roofs.
this one have a roof?
It has half a roof.
Which half?
This half over here.
The top half?
So after you got out, you set out and you put all of your guys out.
Yep.
Immediately an army of zombies. I bet Devil probably wouldn't be that upset about that.
Yeah, it's the first time he's able to have his little friends.
Why are they
out.
standing on the?
Because they can't reach over there.
It's a pretty good reason.
just look at you. They are really slowing us down.
Not really.
I don't think
No.
so.
And so we're going to be taking our time through this area anyhow.
Don't they move at regular speed anyhow?
Mm-hmm. Except for zombies. Zombies are slightly slower.
So really Nick's just being prejudiced again.
This is ridiculous.
Hold on. I need more enemy tiles. Well, I have felt that most of our enemies have been going down too much, like single target. We blow through too hard, so maybe a multi-target combat.
Yeah, Nick, how about you don't volunteer stuff like that? You're not even the tank that has to deal with it, so thanks.
Sorry.
I prefer combat to be interesting versus we absolutely win. Why bother?
We can have interesting comments without you torturing the tank, Nick.
Have you found the combats this were interesting?
Yeah, I was perfectly happy with the combats.
Okay.
Except for that one where he had the high ground and it was bullcrap. Primarily because I didn't know about that rule.
The sections of building, if you get on them, are high ground.
I can't help but feel like sometimes you're just rubbing it in.
I'm making sure you are aware of in advance rather than beforehand.
Are we not on our rooms?
I'm not on my
You
room.
can get off.
So Ryan's
I'm not. I figure out, well, yeah. I figure I'm just down in the room most times because I don't like flying on a broom.
I like being upside down, sticking just.
I just
Thatch
wanted
roof is-
that because I'm on top of the roof.
Yeah.
Not actually upside down.
And you would be like,
Yeah, but now it looks like I'm inside the building, which I'm not.
just walk up
I'm
the
making
building.
do with my limited resources.
Oh no, if you're not doing it the way Nick thinks you should be doing it, you're not doing it correctly, and he has to correct it. Because he's so helpful.
I sense sarcasm.
Yeah.
Good down.
See, Nick likes to act like I'm the only crazy person in this little friendship group we got going on here. Like he doesn't do insane crap on the regular. But no, he's a crazy person too. He's just less honest about it.
But mine comes from an actual place of trying to help.
Yeah, and that's insane of you.
I want it to be more fun, and that would make
Yes,
it more
what
fun.
you're trying to help is going, hey, I should ruin everyone else's day because that is helpful. Isn't it interesting? I could slash your tire when you're trying to go to work. You're having an interesting day.
That would be an interesting day.
But I don't think
And then when you get annoyed, you go, but I was helping.
But I don't think that would be helpful.
Yes, exactly. It's not helpful. You think it's helpful, but it isn't.
Could be.
I think you need a better example, but...
Oh, it's okay. You'll just live it out.
Mhm. Yeah, me trying to finish up making your mac and cheese and turning it into slush. That was me trying to be helpful failing.
Are they doing
Oh,
good?
yeah.
No, they just rolled 2 1s and a 2.
Did they not make it?
So rather than be mean and get the sneak attack, they decided to hurl flame above you to let you know their presence first.
Die, meat sacks!
So the rest of you can now roll into the initiative.
Good job.
I think much more impressive is I did one move and destroyed an entire map on an upper level of Candy Crush.
Put your phone away.
I am interacting just fine whilst playing Candy Crush.
Except you're talking about Candy Crush.
That's fine. It's free advertisement for people who deserve it. Which
Go ahead,
is
Jimmy.
King, the makers of Candy Crush, an excellent game. 8.
King's Quest.
Whatever.
Austin, you roll an initiative?
Yes. I was looking up the spell descriptions for my spell.
Is all this stuff visible, or is
6.
they walled off, or...
They are on top of roofs.
Okay.
So Vic can see them.
Yeah. And you kind of know where they are as, like, arrow or motes of flame have thrown forth from them and hit the walls around you.
Who's this supposed to be?
Gith.
Yes.
And Knight Gith.
Yeah.
Gith Knight.
Gift night.
Laduguer.
Who's that elf? Oh,
Cannon?
Cannon.
Yeah, Cannon is the weird, creepy thing. I did not have, other than the Durgar, I didn't have pawns that all that well represented them, but you were able to figure out who's who.
And you gotta,
So, Jimmy and Henwick.
you gotta move the zombies. The zombies are supposed to be frontliners.
Yeah, but Bob hates when anyone's in front of him, zombies included.
No, zombies gotta be frontliners, and the archers are in the back. Well, I meant like the front of our group. You don't have to put them in front of Bob.
Well, that would just be moving Bob forward.
That's fine.
The old eye taker, is he zombie or skeleton?
He's skeleton. He's the dude who's able to cast like dancing lights.
Oh.
And the dude with the crown there is Sneak.
So, Jimmy and Henwick.
Go ahead.
There are a variety of different devils sort of looking down from the buildings as you walk through this.
But Jimmy knows where they are.
You can tell kind of where they are.
Okay. Jimmy, throw hypnotic pattern at these guys.
This takes one of my actual spell slots.
No! Fairy fire.
Oh no, not a short west.
The short west.
Short west.
Not a short west.
I'm more willing to give Fairy Fire. But, yeah, I could probably hit all of them. So.
Nah, hit them with hypnotic pattern and see if they fail.
I'll tell you what, me to fail.
Well, it's a DC 18 save, so yeah, probably.
I do not know what the inherent will save or magical resistance of the creatures are, so unknown.
Did they still have spell resistance?
No, they have magic resistance, which gives advantage.
Half damage? Oh, they have damage?
I drop a hypnotic
Advantage.
pattern here.
Half
It's a
damage.
30-foot cube.
Okay, so it's those 3.
Yep.
And what do they need?
18 will save.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Okay, the areas.
Am I in that block?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's like this junk.
I'm going off your panky.
You said it was.
18.
But what kind of save?
Wisdom.
Wisdom, okay. Let's see, so she is a 16. He has a 14. He has a 12. So you said it was 18, so they all fail?
Okay. They are all incapacitated and have the speed of 0 while they're fascinated.
What are they fascinated with?
Hypnotic pattern.
Yeah.
Glowing symbols just roll around up
They're
here.
tripping.
They trip balls, man. Then they just go until someone hits them. So both incapacitated and speed of 0. So they're basically just standing there. They're no longer in the fight unless I get hit and have to make saves.
Oh, it's concentration.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Then you
duration
can't
on
parry
hypnotic
fire.
pattern. Minutes?
And Henwick?
Up to a minute.
There you go. So 10 rounds.
Since you all gave me the T-Rex thing, I guess I can't get too mad if you kill all of them before I get a chance.
That doesn't seem super likely.
It's like I don't know what that big one is, so
Well, none of us know what the big one is. I don't think we can see the big one yet.
It's big.
well, and Eric definitely sees it. He's on like the
It's a
same
horn.
level.
It's a horned devil.
Yeah. I'm going to move upwards
Okay.
to where I can get a
Easy enough.
And
spot
so
on
we
him.
need him
So
end
he-
up.
Yep.
Ryan
So-
has control of the broom, by the way.
Okay.
So we go up so we can see this guy now?
Yeah.
Okay. And he's just standing on top of a roof?
He's hovering over a roof, but
Okay. And what's the roof made out of?
right there looks like a big section of brass.
Like, is it like all one piece, or are they like broken up into pieces from the rubble and destruction?
That looks like it's actually a section of a roof outside that is some sort of giant distillery.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
kind
one
of
solid
dented.
metal piece.
Yeah, so big, solid, dented.
But it's all like one big
Yeah.
piece? Okay.
They've made it all in one piece.
Alright, so go in, let's say we got 50 foot of movement. So how far did we have to fly up?
It's probably about 15 feet to get above
Okay, so
those buildings. Other than the building that they're on, everything is,
Level.
is one story.
yeah. So 15, do like that. Yeah. So it's 15, 20, 30. So it's 5, 10. Yeah, okay, we're close enough to him. So do that with movement. Bonus action to command my army of skeletons. Tell them generally where they're going to have to aim in order to hit the target. So I give them coordination orders and have zombies fall back and tell them to protect the people behind them.
Mm-hmm.
And with my action, my bandolier that I have across my chest that have all of the metal pitons, I'm going to cast animate objects on 10 of those guys and have them fly out and attack Mr. Devilman.
Eric?
Yes, Mr. Devilman. Eric just I'm tired of your crap.
You know, this happened to me once before, except it wasn't pittance. It was candlesticks, and it was in this French castle, and there was an angry clock.
It was nuts, man. I tell you what.
All because I picked some flower. I had a daughter then, though. She decided to stay in the castle. Don't ask me. All she really wanted was a rich guy. There was this other guy in town, nice guy. Couldn't read, but no, didn't have money. Guy in the castle also couldn't read. All of a sudden it's a turn on. Gaston is the real hero. I don't care what anyone says.
For some reason, I'm a bigger fan of Prince Adam.
That's
I don't know
Beast.
who that is.
Yes.
Is Beast still literate?
Yes.
I mean,
I don't know.
she taught him to read.
Oh.
She taught him to read, and it was endearing when he couldn't read. Yet Gaston also doesn't know how to read.
Do you know the difference? One of them wanted to learn.
And instead of that, she's just like, nah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Prince Adam is He-Man.
There's another Prince Adam.
That's the most important. No, he was
I'm
the
like,
important
Prince
person.
Adam? I don't think so. That's He-Man, right? Yeah, it's He-Man.
That is another Prince Adam. For some reason, I care less about that Prince Adam.
But
He
he's got
seems
bigger.
way cooler.
He's got bigger muscles.
I think
Yeah, but
Prince
he's
Adam-
less of a tragic character,
What are
so...
you talking about? The love between him and Man-at-Arms is doomed to never be.
Because of the times.
Because of the times. He's trapped in the loveless relationship with the princess.
Who he ignores on a regular.
Super tragic.
And the
I
princess
see.
isn't She-Ra, right? That's
No.
a different princess that he also is not allowed
No,
to have.
She-Ra is a completely different person.
Why are we talking about this? I've lost all control! Are your kittens attacking or not?
Yes. So,
Adora. Yeah, Princess Adora.
Just
That
door
name's
just
a little
closed that
on the
off.
nose. It's a little on the nose of
Well-
him, isn't it?
It's not Aruga.
so
Yeah.
if, let's see, that's 5, 19, and 27.
The 5 misses.
Okay.
What about the 19 and the 27?
How is one getting +5 and one getting like +8?
Yeah, that's 9, 19, and 27.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
9 still probably misses, though.
Yes. Yep. So, do. So, that's 15, 19, or that's 20, not 19, and 24.
15 misses.
Okay, so that's
Do
4.
they seriously all get to attack it?
Yep.
Do they die when after they attack? Is it?
No. So
One of the highest damage output spells, man.
So we get 27, then we get 23, and a natural 20.
Okay.
Alright. So that is 7.
Well, 7 hits.
Also,
you have one
So,
left.
so you weren't able to try to aim them because this is a bonus action.
Yeah, if that uses up my bonus action, then I wouldn't be able to command my undead, I guess. But I figured that when I cast the spell, I get to make the first command, that I don't have to use both my actions to do it, because it's one to cast it. Unless that's how you interpret that.
Each target animates and becomes a creature under your control until the spell ends, or until reduced to 0 hit points. As a bonus action, you can mentally command any creature you made with the spell if the creature is within 500 feet of you. If you control multiple creatures, you can command any or all of them at the same time, issuing the same command to each one. So you can do all. And so, yeah, you would need
Both.
both.
Okay, then I go ahead and command the objects to attack the devil.
Yeah.
And
So, what was that last one?
that's 20. So that should hit.
Yeah.
So, 7 hits and a crit.
Yep. Alright.
And please roll all of your damages, because it's all going to be the same kind of damage, and I'm guessing piercing from non-magical.
Yes.
And so just all together.
Alright.
Technically, you work in your advantage as far as the rounding, but it's much easier than you having it.
You love it just remember was Tila, Princess Adora with She-Ra.
6,
He-Man's twin sister, who also has magical
6,
powers.
8.
I believe
11.
Netflix has a current She-Ra thing up right now, and it looks
Yes,
exactly
that's
like
what,
Ben 10.
That's what threw Google off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Google, that's common. So I'm like, no, give me the old cartoon. Where's the cast for the old cartoon? Thanks, IMDb.
12, 13. 15.
IMDb remembers.
IMDb remembers. No, the cast page for the old cartoon's hilarious because the entire cast is like, what, 7 people for all the characters? Because they all play like 20 people.
Old voice actors. I'm everybody.
Yeah. So 47 damage.
To the horned devil.
So, tornado your animated objects.
Mm-hmm. And then
No, really, they just felt.
fly back.
They got a 30-foot movement.
And so. And you have them just stay right there?
The
Quit moving the world.
The cloud of pittance, yeah.
No, that's their order for until I give them a new one. Is to attack the devil.
So yes, they're just hanging about.
Yep.
So you don't even have to re-bonus action them?
No, I can just tell them.
Did they get reactions?
Did they? They.
Probably not.
Why wouldn't they? They're creatures.
So your order isn't to attack, but to basically to kill, to destroy.
Yeah. Attack.
But to attack they have completed. To kill they have not yet completed. Because they complete, they follow until completed.
If you want something like
I mean,
that, continually attack the devil at every opportunity.
Yeah.
Theoretically, they'll pincushion its dead body with that command.
Yes.
It's hilarious.
Until it's dead.
All right, so that's enough from you,
Yep, that's it.
and they don't get any save to try and break out of their
Nope.
hypnotic.
No, we have. They get to sit there.
Paladin.
I guess I'll go and hit this dude.
You're on a broom.
No.
He's on top of a building.
Yeah. Boots of flying. Everyone forgets.
Well, you just
I have
assume you'd
booties.
use the broom.
I've got
The
booties.
answer could be just as well be yes. But yeah.
No, I don't.
You answered what I asked instead of answering the question, or you answered the words I said instead of the question I was asking.
Yeah, I answered what you asked. Anything else is just confusion. Do I get flanking?
Not
There's
bad.
10 of them.
They're all in one spot, and we didn't have flanking anyways.
Well, sure you do. Just not from there. They're on this side. You'd have to be here to flank.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Can you make it?
I've got 30-foot movement, but I have to look up what my booties do. Do my booties give me any extra one, or do they just make it? It's number 2 on my list. Number 2. Nope. Just my movement's knocking up.
Okay.
And I thought we were going with no flanking, but much like the high ground argument, it's like, oh, is that a new rule I
does
didn't know about?
14 hit.
14 him? No. I don't.
Alright. How about 16?
Nope.
How about 27?
Nope. Yes.
Like, his arm was higher than mine? Blasphemy!
It was more fun to say no.
I believe the actual fire question this time has rolled.
Yeah, fire? Separate?
Let's see. Don't even roll the fire. I could keep that secret from you, but it's easier for the math if I just...
10 damage.
And this is a magical weapon, right?
Yes. My flaming axe is magical.
I mean, that's one, way. The other way would be I doused this in oil and set it afloat.
Yeah, but there was a whole to
Does
do with
13
finding
hit?
it.
What?
Does 13 hit?
No?
Okay.
Where'd that random number come from, Ryan? And why?
I'm just pre-rolling.
Oh, okay.
Again, for ease of purposes, 18. Just give you the details.
Man, I have to roll a 7.
Man, you rolled low.
Yeah, I rolled a 3 and a 5.
Are you done?
Ease.
Okay.
I mean, I suppose I could do other crap, but I really don't feel like it.
Don't want to burn your action surge?
Yeah, it's on an easy guy. Nah.
That's a Horned Devil. These guys are locked down, so...
Yeah, there's no reason to action search. I'm not in a hurry. He can come and flail ineffectively against me, though he'll probably want to attack the Pittons.
No, he'll probably want to attack you.
Nah, he wants to attack them Pittons.
So, he's got a... fork. So his pitchfork in hand, and he'll stab at you with that.
I'm not dinner.
Destroy the world, man!
Sincerely, Adam.
19 misses. Does 24 hit?
Nope. AC's 25.
And he's going to try and swipe at you with his tail. And he misses.
That's good, because I only have 4 turns if you can't hit me.
Erich?
What, just to throw up shields?
Yeah, that's all my first level spells are now. Can you do shield at 2nd level and 3rd level? Because if so, I have way more shields.
Yeah.
Doesn't give you anything additional, but it gives you additional uses, yeah.
Good, then I can use shield 9 times.
Just 9 times with plus 5 AC a turn. I'm just full of nope!
The character would want to attack you. The DM knows, let's get rid of these Pittons.
Are the Pittons in my way?
No. Cool. Also, if not evident, the world does extend beyond the tiles. It's actually the reason I aligned it with the grid.
Oh, well.
That wasn't evident. No wonder you were concerned about the world being destroyed. It makes more sense now.
Well, people from about 80 feet that way probably want to move.
As long as they're at roof level. Some poor mother...
That's where people live these days, man.
I know, there's just a mother rocking her demon baby to sleep, and all of a sudden they get hit by a lightning bolt. And then...
Baby!
No, the baby's fine, but the mom dies, and a rat comes out to comfort the child. For the rats are always nearby to comfort the children.
I have to not allow backgrounds in any future game.
They give people random superpowers.
And
No,
the rats
they don't.
comfort all the
I mean,
babies.
that's all it takes is one rat, and bam, superpowers.
I'm just saying, the lowly rat always cuddles the babies.
I hate them. I don't know why I play with these people. I hate them so much. Why do I keep inviting them to my home?
Because occasionally you need toilets moved.
You are much stronger than I am.
It needs a dex save.
Does it?
Yes.
What's the DC?
18.
It gets a 4. Does that succeed?
No.
Are they all in one space, Brian, all the Pittons?
Yeah,
Okay, then yeah.
they're just tiny objects. You can.
I should have went with lightning bolt. And he takes 35 damage. 35 lightning damage. Depending on whatever resistance he has.
Yeah, that's what I'm checking.
Cacao.
Are we at 3 things for cantrips yet? Or still just 2?
He takes 6 thunder damage
We're past 11,
for being next to me.
so that's 3.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then you get
5,
10.
11,
Fly away.
17.
Hey. His reach? It's actually 10 feet, so you just moved out of it.
But he floated away, he just casted a spell.
Yeah, I get 10 feet of movement that does not provoke.
You have to say if you're using that, otherwise I assume
it's
you're
automatic. When I use a spell, I gain a 10-foot fly speed that does not provoke attacks of opportunity.
Say when you're using it.
Every time.
Every time I cast a spell and move away, then.
I have. It's not a choice. I have that anytime I cast a spell.
Yeah, it's fine. I didn't say you had to use it to get it. I said you had to tell me that that's what you're doing. I don't like when he tells me what you're doing. It's really rude.
It's annoying
I
when
know.
he's being helpful.
I know. I prefer if you say it, since you're the one that gets to...
Sorry, Nick, this might be just the shitting on you episode.
Happens, I guess.
Empowered
Not
lightning bolt.
happy
No. Empowered lightning bolt, and my turn's over.
Okay.
Just pow!
Jimmy and Henwick.
What are you doing?
Rolling Eldritch Blasts.
On whom?
The big guy.
You can see him?
Question:
Yeah, we're on a broom.
Oh yeah, you want to.
Are the skeletons at disadvantage
For what?
for shooting at the devil man?
Nope.
No. Okay.
He just has 3/4 cover.
Okay.
Yeah. So 18.
Well, I got 3 hits from the skeletons.
Okay, well, point being, so you rolled for them as well. Wait, so he has 3/4 cover, which means that his AC is 23 against the skeletons.
Still less.
Okay. So if it's that high, then 2 of those guys end up missing. So that's 30 damage from the pittance and 13 from the skeletons.
Okay.
And I use that as my bonus action, and then for my regular action, I dodge.
You're like, I've set things up now.
You're just like you're
23 force damage. And with all 3 bolts.
That's nice.
Mhm.
Okay. So 23 for...
Magical force, yeah.
Yeah, so you get your 4th bolt at 17. 5, 11, 17.
Does this guy look like he's about to go down already? Or does he look
Looks
super...
like he's starting to show some wear.
Yeah, I probably don't care about those guys. I'll spend my bonus action, Hex Blade, Hex Blade, Hex him.
If that affects me at any point, let me know.
It's just more damage and higher
From
crit
you?
chance. Yeah.
So it's just things you keep track of.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. Okay, well that's those guys' turn.
Hey! Don't be in this combat! Yay, control!
Kaladin?
Oh, I'm going to try and hit him.
Hit him with the hypnotic pattern.
Do you move?
Oh yeah, sure. Because I get advantage, right?
And then yeah, you'd get advantage for that.
Okay, good. Because I'm trying to make him fall down. I rolled 16 twice, so it's 27.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well he falls down.
Bro.
Unless he's immune to prone.
Yeah, is he immune to prone?
Okay.
Either way, he would slam into
Okay.
that roof.
Yeah.
So 15, and since he's on the ground, I still get advantage. 26 on the high, 21 on the low, which doesn't really matter right now. 3, 8, 10 damage, and you said, 19. Ha! He hit. You bugger. And then another 10 damage. And then I mock him for being on the ground.
He's not on the ground. He's on the stone. He's on the thing that was like less than 5 feet below him. You didn't have to move to keep hitting him. He was flying right above something.
He fell. He's on the ground. Just because it's a roof doesn't mean it's not the ground. If you're standing
What are your
on
thoughts on that?
If you're standing on it, it's the ground.
I mean, that's objectively true.
Ah,
The
you are no longer on the surface. You are no longer on the air.
ceiling's
You're
the
a
ground.
surface.
Yeah, I'd argue that if I'm walking upside down with spider climb and he uses it on me, I'd fall into the ceiling / ground.
You gotta try that sometime.
That makes sense.
Well, last time that I did
Anything
that,
else
I
from you?
almost died horribly. Besides the taunting, no. Just the taunting.
Okay. Well, half of his movement is made to get back up.
Yeah, no. Most of your damage does come from that fire, so those pins still might be outstripping you even at half damage.
Yeah.
They haven't been doing
The
that.
fire does 2d6.
He's got multiple attacks.
Yeah. Did he just leave my area?
Yes, he did.
I have flanking, don't I? I still have flanking, so I still get advantage on him?
No.
Why not?
Because at the point that he left your area, you were not flanking.
Why?
He left
Because
the
he had
bridge
to
over
go that way, so you weren't flanking anymore.
Yeah.
You weren't directly across. You weren't flanking at the time that he left.
Did I have the high ground on him?
Nope.
Because he fell down 5 feet, so he stood
But
up,
then
but I
he-
was still 5
but
feet
then
in
he's-
the air.
Then he used half his movement to...
Did he stand up and then fly up?
Yeah, I mean, he flew up, and that puts him at the same level with you.
Mm-hmm.
But you did get to make an attack.
Natural 20.
I don't get why you argued so much. You were doing just fine.
He wanted to knock him back to the ground.
Ground, yeah. 16 damage. I really wanted to knock him to the ground. It's funny. And I wish you hadn't put that stipulation in the rope thing that I couldn't attach to people and zing to them. Because I would be zinging to them right now.
It's like I knew you.
You're not allowed to just cause D&D.
You are probably not hit by a 9.
No.
Pitten is probably hit by a 24.
He's hitting the pitten?
A Pitten. Aren't they individuals?
Yep.
AC is 18.
Why is he not attacking me?
Well, he's
I
shooting.
got 16 damage to that Pitten. And then I am guessing that 29 hits.
A Pitten or...
Yeah.
He said 29?
Yeah.
Well, to hit.
No, he said 29 damage?
No.
Okay.
It was like
16.
16 damage.
Okay, 16 damage, so...
And then
If that doesn't drop it, does it hit the same one?
14 after that.
Okay. So you attack one pin twice and kill it.
As he is like aiming at you with a burst of bolt of flame and kind of just batting back with his pitchfork at the stupid things. Shouting things in infernal.
Which nobody speaks.
Really shouting at the people over there. He looks like almost confused and hurt. What are you guys doing?
They're very busy.
You teamed up with them! You teamed up with them! I was the biggest and the baddest! And you entrapped me! You entrapped me!
Okay.
Erich. I figured out a line.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'd just chain lightning and hit everyone.
Except ironically, this time me.
Yeah.
Ordinarily, I get hit.
No, you're too far away.
Do you need me to move?
Yeah, you're too far away.
You're like, if you could get closer.
Yeah, you can get a little closer. Also, it only hits 3 targets beside the primary, so you'd be 4.
Yeah, I feel like you would choose me over the other guy just to stay, you know.
I'm sorry if you don't get my joke. My joke was to aim right through your party.
Oh,
You could hit so many people right there.
but I could use tornado. It flings people out. If that hit people with people flung out, can it do damage?
You know, I know the best way to do it, to figure that out is to have the most targets flung.
Yeah.
I know, great time.
Does he still have 3/4 cover?
From skeletons, maybe.
Skeleton?
He's at half.
Half. So what's that make his AC?
20.
Okay.
He really needs to get on that AC game. That's why he's losing.
No, it's because he and his friends came, and then his friends all just pieced out. I mean, I like to imagine you kill him and you guys walk away, and they just leave.
Oh no, they all are going to die. For the sake of order.
But you do get to do coup de grace on them. They are incapacitated.
Coup de grace.
Coup de grace.
Coup de grace.
Coup de grace.
Where?
I don't know what you think that means though.
Yeah, it's not a thing anymore.
Oh, shot in grass.
Yeah, they're incapacitated.
Yeah.
They're not,
I
like,
believe
unconscious,
specifically with vampires or something, Prids if they're incapacitated, or maybe it's the lithids that you have to be incapacitated so they can eat your brain, instant kill.
Yeah.
But no, what you're thinking is like unconscious. Any attack that hits a creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of lithids. Oh, they have to be.
Well, they have special attacks that they can do with it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to be clever. I should just use another lightning bolt.
yeah. It's like, don't hit these guys and break them out. Just murder the big guy.
Dig a bit. And I'm going to keep that. DC 18 dex save. That looks good.
15.
That's a fail.
Actually, you said Dex save. I've been using their mods instead of their.
This guy.
Yeah, so that is actually 19.
Then yeah, he makes it. He takes only half damage, so 16 lightning damage. Pow!
Is he okay?
He doesn't look okay.
So the pittons are about to make him less okay.
Their instruction is that is their instruction.
Yep. Damn, kill
I was thinking about using a cantrip, but I'm like, cantrips.
Hackathum!
I cantripped.
Well, after you, it's Jimmy and Henwick.
A whole lot of pit and damage on that.
Unless he uses his bonus action to give them a new.
Yeah. I will. Let's see. Movement. I think it's 30 feet. Yeah. Speed's 30 feet. So I use my bonus action and I tell them to approach this target and.
Await further instructions.
Yeah, approach that target and ready an attack when I tell you.
Go stand next to those guys.
Yeah, basically.
You know, doing it that way, your mindset behind it is not to break him out early.
Right.
But you know that means you have to use another bonus action once you do want to.
Yeah.
As long as you're aware.
Yeah, so they're basically go over there and wait. So 5, 10, 15, 30. So they end their turn there.
I tell Eric, can you swing? I can see all of them right here. Can you swing around and get them in a line?
And I'm going to use her movement to put me and Jimmy behind some sort of cover. Wherever that may be.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we're setting up stuff, so go fly and get in position so you can
Yeah,
lightning
you
bolt
just
3
kind of go
guys.
somewhere and duck down if you wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, we want to hold our thing until...
Yup. Me and you were keeping the...
No.
Not my turn.
No.
He's telling me to go places.
Well,
Yeah, that's his turn.
Yeah, that was my turn, telling you to go line up a shot.
Whose turn is it?
I guess my action
Well, it's like
to
2
dodge.
turns.
Mhm.
Or hide.
It's yours.
Oh.
He's really dead. 5, 6.
Any attack!
Go for it.
Tink. He's playing dead.
He's going to be playing a hell of a lot deader with my axe in his head. I guess I can double move.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Just to know, don't put yourself in an exact line with them.
I've played this game.
That, I would have shot you.
Yeah, that's because you have standing instructions to ignore me if I'm in the way.
Yeah,
He can take it.
No, that is the standing instruction. It's just go for it. Take the shot. Unless it's a one person.
Now it's your turn because, I mean, really, at no point. How long does it last?
Minute. So, another 6 more rounds.
My flight lasts that
Yes.
long too
If not,
because
it's
the minimum amount of time I'm allowed to use is 1 minute.
Move and dash.
Jimmy and Henwick.
Speak up. Nope, they're not quite in position yet.
Yeah, use my bonus action to move them into position.
You're gonna unleash
Well, they automatically move
all
into
3 of them at the
position
same
without your bonus
time.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if I should take. Is this? Is
so
this
they do that
showed
automatically?
Gargler over here actually have a bow, or is that just the picture you used?
Then if they moved into position automatically, then I use my bonus action this turn to command my skeletons to ready attacks to fire at this guy after Erich attacks them.
Alright, so I'm going to move over there and attack her, since you guys are all going to concentrate here.
Nothing.
Dodge action. Hide.
Hide below the lip. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ba, ba, ba. That's not in line, is it?
No.
I'd go with the other one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one just
Just to be safe.
Singeing them beard hairs.
And can I have a prepared action to strike as soon as
was
you
that a
shoot?
single move?
Yes.
Yeah, you.
A single strike. Or
Yeah,
is it my full attack or
It's your
single
attack.
strike?
It's an
Okay.
attack.
Okay.
Ready attack. What you say is once the lightning bolt, either once she attacks or once the lightning bolt goes through or some sort of trigger, I use my attack.
Does incapacitated give them disadvantage on deck saves?
No.
Are we able to?
They can still dodge.
Are we able to essentially use a turn delay to put Erich at the top of the initiative?
No.
No.
So we can't arrange things so that they're at the bottom and we're at the top, and they have to survive all of our bull crap before they get to react.
Okay.
That's
I mean, you've
unfortunate.
basically arranged it that way, anyways,
Yeah, I believe
Yeah,
that
seeing
goes
how-
right after them.
because you've all just readied actions to do so.
If you delay a turn, I
But
can tell. I can command the pittance.
My turn?
Well, it's
level
gonna go,
7
then I'm
lightning
going to go, then you're...
Have some deck saves.
Yeah, but they go after you.
Dex saves.
Yes.
One is 13. 2 is 20.
Ugh, I rolled poorly. I don't know.
3
Oh, there.
is 11.
Plus 2 plus 6. Same. Plus 8. Same. So plus 8. So 44.
44 is the normal.
Wait, no, 46 damage. 46.
36. So 3.
And the save was 18.
Everyone except for, I think, Bow Lady.
This guy made it.
I think they all made it. Except for the Bow Lady.
No, only one made it.
Crack boom. You had a ready action, and I believe so. Did your guys?
Mm-hmm. Does
20s.
weapon hit?
15.
Yeah.
Or no, for them, 16, 17 from the ground.
Okay.
26.
26 would hit.
Fire? Yes, no?
No fire.
15 damage. Does 14 hit?
20 piercing.
And they were the second one, right?
Yep. Second target.
I technically regained health.
Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they took damage, what did they automatically wake out of it? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Finally.
She took 13 more damage from my third attack. My second one missed. But the third one I got 22 to hit. And let's face it, she's no me.
And then Jimmy and Henwick.
Yeah, my guy's not super good at damage, but he's super good at defense.
One of my skeletons hit. He does 14 piercing damage. And the bonus action to command the pittance, and they attack, and they do 48 damage.
Can you get some flowers?
Are you casting spells?
Yes, I'm going to fireball you with psychic damage.
Don't you do that. Why?
Because it's my big AoE damage spell.
Why? You're going to destroy his pittance.
His pittance are gone anyways.
Now he needs those. They don't break.
It's like, they do now, I don't care what this book says.
Well, no, they don't break, but they go back to now. Like, for example, there's a pittance sitting over there.
Yeah, they'll be non-magical, but yeah, you don't. Well, that spell wouldn't affect them anyway. It's psychic damage.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I was like, do they have?
They're immune to psychic damage. They're objects.
Are they?
Did you just assume they're being?
Yeah.
There goes Nick helping again.
I don't see an immunity to psychic. I mean, it obviously wouldn't physically damage them. Like, as far it's like I wouldn't carry over the damage to their object form, but it might knock them out of animated.
But yeah, you don't get a whole lot of chances to use your big old AoEs and hit multiple people. You're going to kill the zombies too.
Please, that's really the reason they're here. It's the reason this whole combat happened, man. It was going to be some little bitty guys, and he throws out his zombies. I'm like, okay, let's see what damage we can do.
None?
None! Darn your area control! It's like, you guys wonder why I go so long without throwing in combats.
You scratched one of the pittance.
What are the pittance intelligence score?
0.
Let's see. Intelligence and wisdom are 3.
Okay, they are effective. Very specifically, you have to be 2 or lower not to get synaptic shocked.
Yeah, Constitution.
Your pittance are smart enough to be effective.
Yeah. And its charisma is 1.
Mm-hmm. So, I drop it, I think, here.
So only a little bit
hit
more charisma than you.
These flower.
Is it a save, or...
Yes. Creature and...
No, roll to hit. Roll to hit.
Intelligence save.
Oh, cute.
I didn't hit you.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
But I got a natural 20.
Well, good for you.
Wasted it. So, does it hit her or just those ones?
Shouldn't be all 4 of those.
You pretty much have to
yes,
hit
you
me.
hit. Yes, you hit him.
Okay. Well, you pass it.
Unless you have an ability that lets you get through to leave a bubble in it.
So, would I have to roll for the pittance?
Yeah, evocation is gonna do
18
that.
intelligence.
That's really
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
cool. Did it make it? With her staggering minus?
And it's what, -3?
Yeah, which means
Everyone failed on my end.
he
Have you rolled damage
literally
yet?
is not
No.
capable of making it.
Can you also roll me 8d6s?
The reason he asked is because you have a digital roller.
18.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah, can you try again without...
21.
Yeah, do that one.
Well, 18, I guess. And after a failed save, the target's muddled thoughts for 1 minute. During this time, it rolls a d6. Subtract that number from rolls that to all of its attack rolls and abilities checks, as well as Constitution save.
You see, when he attacks me, he
Why'd
just
you
deals
do that?
damage. Don't do that,
That was
crap
terrible.
to me.
It was a fireball. I thought it was going to wipe them, and he would take some damage.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
did you do that to the animated objects?
Again, I thought I was going to wipe the rest of the field.
No, your average damage is only 24.
Yeah, and here's a better point. Don't
Mine
put
are
extra
bigger
effects
because I'm
on
using
me.
higher level spell slots, and also in power.
And more importantly, don't put extra effects on me. You can deal damage all you want, but don't
I
put
only
extra
dealt damage.
effects.
You didn't get effects. You passed
Yeah,
the save.
because it was an intelligence save, though. Don't do that.
So, would I get penalties on my attacks now?
Yes. You roll d6 minus.
Yeah, good job, Nick. Way to screw the vast majority of your allies.
I'm okay.
Again, I thought they would pop.
I'll just drop concentration. It's not worth it.
I am also annoyed by your effects, just to be known.
Yeah, but
So that, if
you're
you
not on
guys...
this team.
We took away the control spell in exchange for another control spell.
Okay, so when they attack, they now have
They roll d6.
minus d6.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the opposite of inspiration.
It's inspiration.
Unspiration.
Unspiration. They take an unspiration.
To all attacks, saves, and skills.
Yeah, don't do those attacks, Nick. You can deal damage. Don't add
Give them an
effects to
inspiration
your allies.
to balance it out.
It doesn't go to attacks.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well, it didn't apply to me. I'm just saying for future
Wait,
note,
does
that's a
it or
terrible
doesn't it
freaking
apply to
idea.
attack rolls?
What's the zombie's AC?
No, I have the one that I can
13
use
hit?
my inspiration to up my
No.
defense.
Synaptic shock. Does it give penalty to attack rolls?
Does 15 hit?
No. They got 20.
Why are those zombies so tanky?
Because they're
Because I
wearing
gave-
armor.
Yeah, I gave them plate mail and shields.
Oh, yeah.
So
That'll do
we
it.
invested in putting armor on them.
17?
Nope.
Far less?
I think in the negatives.
No, but
Close enough.
the die portion of it would minus from its base, so...
I thought it was really funny we were putting plate on zombies, and now this is just perfect.
Hey,
If by perfect you mean terrible!
the goal is to complete a pretty decent combat with none of us taking damage.
I haven't been hit.
Yeah.
Because I'd take damage if I got hit.
Oh, no, not none of us. I've damaged Bob.
You did?
Yeah,
You didn't tell me how much.
9.
And it's psychic damage. Even if you
Oh.
were a barbarian, you'd still take it.
Do it! Do it!
No!
And even if I did hurt you,
12!
Yeah.
No damage.
that would have, rolled into your temp HP I gave you anyways.
Oh, no,
It
I didn't
gives
take any
me
damage.
penalties to my attacks, right?
Yeah, a d6 each one of your rolls.
Right.
So you do get an attack of opportunity.
So
Is she below me?
Nope.
Okay. Can I use my other
Technically
axe?
she's above.
Can I use my other
You're
axe?
using the axe that you were holding
Miss.
before.
Hit.
Alright, well, she got hit.
20
was it?
hits.
8, 9, 10, 15 damage.
Yeah, 21 hits. So that's
There's actually no reason not to use my other axe. My other axe is...
Same base damage with no
those are
fire.
all misses.
Well, it's 16,
she
1d6 plus 4 as opposed to 1d8
Disengages and
plus
starts
2.
flying off, and as she does, she is blowing a horn.
How's she getting that dude named Horn up there? What?
6.
Oh! What is wrong?
According to my psychiatrist, a lot.
I bet! Kaladin.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dang it, how did she get so far away?
She has fast fly speed.
Don't you have an axe of returning?
I have a hand axe with a 20-foot range. If I do over 20 feet, what happens?
Disadvantage?
And then I don't get to make a fall from the sky.
Still hit her and maybe kill her. That's all I'm saying.
I guess I'll have to use a spell.
Using shield?
I have other spells.
Just whips around, fireballs, kills all your pins.
Oh, no, it's only... I mean... I could warding wind. I think that's just on me. Yeah, that's just on me. Yep, she gets away. It appears that she... Yeah, I can't catch her.
How far away is she?
almost off the map.
How far is that?
You doing anything else?
I can catch her. I have to waste an action surge to do it, but I can catch her.
And that's why you didn't waste it earlier.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
120 feet.
Alright, action surge. I'm going to hit her with my hand axe. Baby. 21.
Yep.
And 19.
Yes.
Yeah, she falls to the ground.
Just.
She falls to the ground.
I can almost reach her with a lightning bolt.
Now you can't.
I've got more of those.
Or
You could have until he got there and knocked her out of your sight.
A lightning bolt goes through objects. I can just shoot it in that direction and help for it.
The direction now includes your party. If she was in the air, you could do it without hitting your
Saying
party.
I shouldn't shoot that direction?
No. You totally shoot this direction, hit these two again.
That's a good point. Could do that.
You do damage.
yeah, I'm trying to math it
Numbers.
out. Would you stop
What's the
talking?
math, man?
13 damage.
It's too much anticipating for such low damage.
Yeah, if he had been quiet.
Does she take any damage from falling from that height?
No.
Okay.
How high up are we?
You're probably about 10, 15 feet.
Alright. Alright, I double hit her again. Doesn't matter because she fell. Another 13 damage, and I hit her once, but it doesn't matter because she's already on. Would you stop that? And that is 5, 10, 14 damage. Yeah, 14 damage. And that's 3 off of my +2 hand axe that I have been saving and not using because it's still sharp.
That it for you? You can go.
Neat.
And I had to use my action surge, which is freaking lame. Because I don't get 2 of them.
11.
Despite the fact I took shit.
Yeah, nope. No reason to use that instead of just Chain Lightning only does 10d6s. Lightning Bolt does 11. It just doesn't explode. It hits both of them anyway. So they're going to need dex saves. Ooh, that's a good roll. But I see A1 and A2, so I'm going to go ahead and choose that sorcery point.
Fail.
Plus 5 and 2. So plus 5. 45 damage. Lightning damage.
Your cow.
Bow! Yes!
It's like, I don't feel like doing the math, but
Unlimited
I'm
power.
pretty sure one of them might have like 2 hit points left. I'm just gonna let them both die.
Good thing I used my highest level spell.
I'm like, that is close enough. I don't.
Kill secured.
Then
Do you mean
Bob,
Henwick?
we fly backwards to make sure Bob secures, or
Huh?
we just start getting people moving because, an army's coming. Probably.
No, we'll go ahead and take down the target. So we'll go. Go over here to these people.
Do you do anything?
When she's on the ground.
Use a bonus action to command my skilly mans to shoot at her.
They have no line of sight.
Okay.
There's a building in the way.
There's absolutely.
Point of fact, it's built. There's a built in the way.
Okay.
21,
Hit.
22. Oops.
Yes.
13.
Miss. Actually misses.
8 damage.
It's a lot of dice to do 8 damage.
You don't get your stat to your attacks?
Nope, didn't take that invocation.
That seems foolish.
I'm a melee fighter. I'm not supposed to be ranged.
You're supposed to be ranged, because you don't have the ability to be a tank.
Yeah, you can be a glass cannon melee fighter.
What? No.
Yes, that is totally a build you're allowed to do. And I do have, 19 AC.
Solo.
13.
I'm just saying, even when I was first level, my AC was
Are
that
you
low.
doing anything?
You can just flame boulder, man.
No, I can't.
Okay, not flame.
No, I can't.
Yeah, that's true. I know. No, she has. We've targeted her with fire too, haven't we? No.
Yeah, just dodge.
She turns towards you. She takes a step back.
She disengaged.
There is no disengage. Well, no, she did not use her.
Did she have to stand up?
Hmm?
Did she have to stand up?
Half her movement, yeah.
So she stepped out of my... Do I get an attack
Yes.
opportunity? Oh, well,
She's taunting you. She hungers for death.
it's on the edge.
It's a 1.
Reroll.
It was actually on the edge.
Oh, it sounds like an excuse.
It was.
You knew what it was, though.
It was either 1 or a 7, so it was either 20 or 14.
But you had advantage anyways.
You're attacking with a melee weapon?
Yeah.
Okay. So what'd you get?
Well, on the second roll, I got 26, and on the second hit, I got a 30.
A what?
30.
Okay.
So she's on the ground.
You gotta
So
roll
using
damage.
your just re-rolling.
Huh?
Okay.
10 damage.
Ha! She pretty much knew that was going to happen. She just sort of turned and just stared at your eyes and took a step back and...
On the ground.
Yeah. Boom. Oh.
And you hear from that direction.
Okay. Grab her horn. Jimmy, take it.
The beacons are lit. Gondor calls for aid.
No, grab her horn. Jimmy, take it.
Run
Okay,
off.
I have
Run
it.
that way and start blowing it.
No. In case of our cover story is we're fighting the demons too.
I'd say we just book it.
We have to loot them.
Yeah, but we're taking the horn, so you have at least a cover story. But yeah, I'm taking my pittance back.
I'm picking up bodies.
An investigation check.
It's okay.
To find those pittance.
They're in the same spot.
Well, to find them quickly.
So this lady had a
13?
horn and a bow.
13, you were able to find 9 of them.
Okay.
The one that was over here is lost amongst the rubble. Yeah, she has a bow. She also has a longsword.
Don't
Also
worry,
has
I
good
have
armor.
14 more pittance.
Okay.
Yeah, you can refill
No.
it.
In that case,
I
just
can always make more too.
pick hole down, push body in, deal with it later.
You can write the actual name of the devil that you've put in your hole so that...
Yeah, we need to go grab the other one.
Yes.
The hole too.
The other ones, well, he has a pitchfork, but it seems almost like of a bone construction. The other ones don't appear to have constructed materials. They
Yeah,
have barbs. They have...
But we ripped their stomachs open to find all of the goodies. That's where they had
That's
the
fine.
treasure. It's like a chest.
Well, that was where you got treasure last time, and you haven't even counted up your...
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna throw up a portable hole and have all of my buddies march.
Is there much stuff in the portable hole?
Yeah, there's the T-Rex skeleton, so they gotta go in one by one.
Okay, so where are you trying to put these bodies?
Not in my portable hole. Mine was full. Somebody else's portable hole needed.
Did you want to store dead bodies in yours all of a sudden?
No.
I'll just
pick
And you have about a minute and a half of getting your guys to single file crawl their way to their spots amongst the skeleton.
Yes.
Does the lady have a bag? The bow lady.
Oh, no.
Do you have a bag of holding? You can
I
just
do.
Shove, yeah, well, shove the bow lady in the bag of holding.
Here.
Okay.
It's Aaron.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
And then I put my hand axe away and
Devil
Avernus. Avernus.
I
Her
put
name
my
is
hand.
Aaron, yes?
I put my hand axe away and snapped the other one over at me
Mhm.
because I just dropped it,
Yeah.
as is standard.
Okay. So you collect the Avernus and leave the other
Yeah.
corpses.
And just start looking at.
What and just continue further up the city?
Gonna take a slight, left turn
Uh,
and put more distance between us before we'll turn back towards Star.
During the minute that we've got my dudes trying to cram themselves into the portable hole,
Mhm.
I'm going to go over here and grab a piece of brass in case that's what I'm looking for.
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. So, 16?
And you're proficient with
Smithing?
smithing metals. Yes, so you know your proficiency on it.
Okay, so... 20.
20. That is brass.
Yes.
That's
Normal-
material plane.
Normal Earth.
Yeah,
brass.
this is from the material plane.
No.
It-
Wherever this was crafted, it was not crafted here.
Okay.
But just general also thought, her stuff is the most likely.
Okay.
Because she has metal weapons and armor, and hers seems to generally be a here kind of thing.
Okay, and then whatever, I'll go ahead and grab just a loose item that she has.
Other than the horn, she is now in his bag.
Okay. And I'm like, alright, I'll have to look at her later.
Yeah. And about as the guys are mostly in, you hear another reply.
Halfway through him putting them in there, I take half a minute, fly as far as I can, blow the horn again down there, then fly back this way.
Is one of your instruments horn? Your proficiency
Should be.
should be written.
He blows it and just...
He plays it like a harmonica. He's sort of gumming the horn wrong.
Harmonica, lute, and drums.
Make a performance check.
I can't give myself inspiration.
Will be intelligence based.
Oh, then suck. 4.
Okay. You managed to get it to make a sound. It doesn't. Also, you said 4?
Yeah.
You rolled a 4.
Yeah, you said intelligence-based.
Intelligence-based performance. Are you proficient with performance?
No.
Oh, you're not.
No.
I am.
Oh, I just assumed. Bard. Oh, wow.
I'm not that kind of bard. I was a stabby bard. Stabby!
But you said bard.
With that 4, I would have had a 19. No, I actually have a bonus to intelligence. I would have had a 20.
You'd have been so much better at that. Well, it's intelligence-based because that's not the kind of performance you're looking to do. You're in general... It doesn't sound sour necessarily.
Yeah.
You're familiar with other wind instruments and such.
Yeah.
You're able to get a sound. You have no idea what you're trying to convey, how that may be tried to be conveyed.
Nope, just making a sound
Yeah,
over there.
yeah, you're
Then
getting
I
it to
fly
make
back.
a sound, and yeah, that's what you have accomplished.
Yeah.
That's
That's
exactly
exactly what I set out to do.
That's exactly what a demon would do.
And maybe their horn player's injured, and that's all they can blow out, or something.
Can he roll a deceive check in that horn blast?
Well,
That I'm really
Not on that
proficient
roll.
apparently you need to hand that horn over to him.
at. I'm not that kind of ninja.
But yeah, you get everyone gathered, and you just start, kind of diagonally up there.
Mhm.
And so that's where we will pick up next time. You guys probably want some experience.
30,000 will do.
Let's see here. I, for some reason, closed the book instead of checking numbers.
I'm going to laugh if this was supposed to be a much harder encounter.
That is the horn devil, but with the wrong weapon. Weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pathfinder did different things.
Are horn devils dangerous?
Well, they're not, like, pit fiends, so.
Yeah, they're not pit fiends.
They're mid-grade.
They're not Bales.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not Gulagans.
4,600.
Oh, did it go up? Good thing.
8-6. 1386.
Yep, 1386.
Is that a level for you?
Nope.
No. Well, then we will see y'all next time. Bye.